Welcome back to your annual Logs of the Radius episode. Before we get into the meat of this episode, let's recap. Last episode, we mainly focused on the intrusion, a mission focused on finding a bomb to blow up a door inside of Pobeta Factory. After a while, I was successful, got what I needed, and headed back home. I also explored a lot more of Zarya this time and got a regen artifact. Aside from that, I just did basic scavenging. That's where we're at now, so let's start. For the newcomers, welcome to Logs of the Radius, an episodic video series where I document my day-to-day life in the Radius. Subscribe if you enjoy the video, and let's start. Alright guys, I admit this is a bit of an embarrassing way to start the video, but I forgot to record. So, I'm going to be showing footage from not day 15 and 16 while talking about them. Sorry guys. Day 15 starts off pretty unimportant. Strong start to this set of days, I know. I went to Balaki to do some missions and slept in Balaki right before I did them. Slow day, I know. Luckily, day 16 has a little more to offer. Day 16, I woke up and immediately went to doing the missions I needed to get done in Balaki. They went pretty smooth for the most part. Not too much to report there. However, the large complex from a while back captured my eye again. So I decided to give it a second run. I scavenged the area like before, only this time with confidence strapped to my chest as well as a bulletproof vest. I ended with not much, to be honest. However, things get interesting when I discovered what seemed to be an underground attached to the bottom floor of it.
Unequal fools, you just uploaded one with mods.
Oh god.
That's your jump scare.
What the? Guys?
What the fuck is that?
What am I looking? Why didn't I come down here before? Ooh, what are you waffling
Where
about?
did he come from?
There's two of them. There's two of them. Oh yeah, how do you think it is playing in VR battle? When I came here before, I don't think I acknowledged this part, but now is a better time than ever to check it out. I really like this part of the map, and I wish there was more underground areas like this. It's a nice change of pace from the gray forest areas that lie in the rest of Pachorsk, so having this more linear underground area was really fun to explore. I got some guns out of it, so hey, pretty nice. Not anything too insane, but it was a nice change of scenery that I really appreciated. Afterwards, I headed out for a nice rest before heading home. Day 17, I woke up and made a beeline home. I was ready to go for farewell feast soon, which scared me. I've heard horror stories about farewell feast, so I know I had to be prepared. Before any of that though, I pulled out the loot from my venture, sold it, cleaned the guns I picked up and sold them, and ended up beefing up the Mosin a little bit more. I used the remaining money I had to make any needed repairs to my armor, guns, and whatever else was needed, and to buy as many stim packs as needed. I wasn't going to go out right now. I plan to get one final sleep before whatever tomorrow brings. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make it back in one piece, but I only have one choice, and that choice is to do whatever the UNPSC needs me to do in Zarya. So, with worry on the mind, I tried to calm down and took one final sleep before tomorrow. Day 18 was Doomsday. I woke up and made any possible final preparations, which ended up being none, but better safe than sorry. I entered Zarya and began heading to my destination, which just so happened to be this village-looking thing. Before that, however, I had to take a detour to this place right here, which I dubbed Loot Island. No correlation to anything else, I promise. This is where things get cranked from 1 to 11, because the second I climbed the ladder, everything started going to shit. First off, I thought the island would be a safe place, a deserted singular house in the sky where nothing could reach me. That's really what I thought, which made this even more terrifying.
That was a sneeze.
What? Oh my! Oh my god! Okay.
Black man jump scare.
Oh my god.
Tall black man jump scare.
Jesus Christ, dude. The second I put my guard down, the Radius humbled me real fast by putting a slider in a place I thought would be perfectly safe for me. This changed my entire state of mind going into the rest of the mission. Nothing was safe anymore. No longer were the days of peaceful strolls through Perfume, because we're on the penultimate map of the game, and things are going to get worse from here on out. With my boots shaking, I looted what remained of Loot Island. I'm pretty sure I got a gun or something in there, but I don't have the footage with me right now, so I can't confirm. You'll see in the final video, though. So, I left the house and went to climb down until I hear the rumbling.
BTR like a big time rush?
Dude, quiet! What the? Oh my god, you're joking! You're joking!
What happened?
It's the BTR, that's what happened.
Fun fact, if that like touches him, he fucking dies.
Yeah.
Fucker's gonna.
Please don't see.
You'll get past it by facing your fears.
You want me to shoot it? I hope you know I can't kill. I hope you know that I can't kill a tank. And if facing my fears means running past it, it does not miss.
No, I mean you have to go Super Saiyan and fight it. Like, does not drift.
Dude, should I just run for it? Should I just run for the village?
Can't kill the tank.
Honestly, yeah. move.
I'm hiding behind a rock. Oh god. Spotlight's coming over to me. Come on. Hit the rock.
Hit the Dwayne Johnson rock. The Fortnite.
I gotta find the exact video title so I can
Guys,
read it out
guys.
again.
It's so scary to just hear the shots.
I don't want to play this game. I can't. I can't do this, dude. I'm panicking so hard. I've had one encounter with this thing before, and it wasn't a pleasant one. I didn't end up injured or anything, but the loud whirring of its tires and the blaring noise of its guns terrified me before. Picture now how I must have felt with them actually targeting me this time. It was scouting the area, almost like it knew I was coming. I had to scrunch up the courage to go down to ground level and try to make it to the village by taking any cover there might have been. While I got hit by some stray bullets of the BTR, I made it to the village at last. And somehow, things got even more. Not only was I still technically exposed to the BTRs, I was still outside of the house, the place was littered with mimics and other creatures. And it seemed like 3 were pinpointing on me at any given time. I couldn't catch a break. The only time I got to catch my breath was by hiding in a house for a couple seconds, on my way to my destination. I was so close, I really was, I could almost reach it, but the whole world was trying to stop me from getting to where I needed to be. Mimics, phantoms, petros, everything was out to get me. I shot one, another one appeared. I cleared out a horde of phantoms, more appeared.
Oh my, I watched it.
What was that?
It's the end of the fucking world.
It's empty, no. One bullet's all I need.
I'm not quiet. That's not my name.
Mars, kick him from the call.
Kill yourself.
Jesus, this game sucks. Everybody be quiet! Tell me why I'm just unable to, like, do anything, dude.
You're severe autism.
I was going to say that.
Gonna need everybody. Just shut up!
No one was talking.
Shut up! That didn't kill him? Dude, I'm stressing out so much. Dude, I'm a real life example of a panic attack right now. You asshole.
The joke like I said.
Stop it.
It sounds like all the people in the village are having a realistic depiction of a panic attack.
We made it to the house. Against all odds though, a few minutes and a few stimpaks later, I made it. The place was relatively safe, not entirely, but more safe than previously. I investigated the area and found a picnic table full of cheering statues. I went to the house right beside the picnic and found a grocery list. I needed a bunch of food, drinks, candy bars, and grenades, strangely enough. I won't question it though. Now, to my luck, I already had about half of these things. I laid them on the table and saw what was left. Let's see, I needed another drink, some candy bars, and both grenades, which shouldn't be that hard. Well, that's what I thought, and the lesson I learned is I should really shut the fuck up. I scoured the surrounding area, killed any oncoming mimics, some of which put up a good fight to be honest, which caused me to use parts of the little amount of stimpaks that remained, and around 15 minutes later, I managed to find the candy bars and drinks I needed. I'm swapping out for my shotgun. What the? Petro! And then I said that about him. Oh my god, do you see how many there are?
Well, hold on, let me count. I'm not even gonna count. That's too many for me. I'm starting to have a realistic panic attack.
I can't with this stupid game. Can't even shoot him. This game sucks. I had a cramp today, my first cramp of my life. I had a cramp, I'm getting old, dude.
What kind of cramp?
Oh, a cramp. What do you mean, what kind of cramp? A leg cramp in my leg, and it hurt really, really bad.
A leg cramp in your leg. Wow.
Yeah, what? Well, I didn't know there were, like, scientific definitions for a cramp. Oh, the gelatinous wakabo cramp. Or did you have, perhaps... Like, what are you saying, dude? It's not as simple as it sounds, though. as there was a mimic around every corner and I give it my all to stay alive in this unforgiving village.
Gelatinous Johnson?
Gelatinous Johnson? What are you doing here?
Gelatinous Johnson, no.
Dude, he's about to have a realistic panic attack. Oh my god, stop, dude. Dude, I'm about to have a fucking realistic panic attack in this bitch. This shit keeps happening. I have to beat this whole mission on 2 hearts now. Dude, what do I do?
Talk to Gelatinous Johnson, he'll help.
All that was left now was the grenades. The problem is, I couldn't find any. After a while, I flew in the towel, retreated into a building, and had my therapist turned recon expert Mars to find the location of the boom grenade.
Apparently, it's just normal grenades.
Okay, that's cool. Where?
It says that you can find 2 of them in cars.
In cars?
Yeah, it says just normal grenades. You can find 2 of them in the surrounding area. Two in the cars in the surrounding area.
Oh, Jesus Christ, of course. Alright, so apparently they're in cars. That seems simple enough. There were actually a lot more cars than I thought, and in total I think I found about 5. I searched the first one. You're joking. Candy bar. The second one? A drink. I kept on searching car after car, but all they gave me was food. There were no grenades to be found. I didn't know what to do at this point. Exploring farther out into Zarya wasn't an option as I had a sliver of health left and no stim packs on hand. I thought about going home to sleep and coming back later, but running home on my health would just be a death sentence. So, was this it? Was this the part where I'm stuck here forever? No. While I was looking for solutions, I found a lighthouse which contained a bed in it. Without even thinking, I ran straight to it. I thought of a plan on the way. By regaining health from the lighthouse, I can make my way back home, dodging as many entities as possible. From there I can enter Vano, my home base, and buy the grenades I needed to save myself stress and other further injuries. Then I could run back to Zarya and finish the mission. Yeah, it would work. So, I slept. Day 19, I woke up in the lighthouse. It would be nice to see daylight, but for some reason there's very little of it here in Zarya. I made it home, bought the grenades, and went to sleep one final time at home before finishing farewell feast. Day 20, I wasted no time and headed to Zarya. With grenades in hand, I went to the village and plotted the grenades at the table, and then everything shook. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew I'd done what I needed to, as shortly after I put everything on the table, all the items were gone. And all that remained was the beeping on my radar. I pointed it over to the table, and there appeared the artifact I needed. I picked it up, and I made my way home. This mission was probably the most stressed I've ever been in the game. Hardest mission in the game, so far, no doubt. But the only thing on my mind was the huge chunk of money I was about to receive. I opened the delivery box, slapped the artifact in it, and in came the money. I checked my backpack afterwards. I don't know why, I suppose it's just a habit. But in it came a note. A note that you receive after every big mission. Usually they aren't that crazy and I just ignore them most of the time, but this one was different. There had been a tragedy. The grenades blew up and caused a large amount of casualties at the picnic that I was responsible for packing the food with. Sasha and Vaya are gone, killed in the explosion on their wedding day. No one has any idea who would dump a grenade at their place. I still can't collect myself. Damn, I can't imagine how their parents are coping with the grief. Feels like as if Pachorsk has become home to some evil power that keeps bringing misery upon us all. So it really just killed him. I don't know how I'm morally supposed to feel about this. Was I the cause of this? Were these people even real? I mean, after all, if my theory is right, and these were recreations of events from the past, maybe I couldn't do anything to change the outcome. But I can't help but think what would have changed if I hadn't put the grenades on that table. At this point, who knows? I can't think about it too long. So, like the rest of the days, it ended by me going to sleep.
Wait, how their parents are coping with the loss? Are they seething? Are they molding too?